The Stihl GTA 26 pruner, or mini chainsaw, whatever you want to call it. It's been on the market for a few years. Seems like every brand has one now. I haven't tried the Stihl version yet. I've tried quite a few of the other cheaper ones, the super cheap ones. Stihl sent this one out for me to have a go of. Plenty to cut around here. I'm going to do a couple of videos on this thing. I'll do a more in-depth review of it. Yeah, I feel like every brand has one of these now. Stihl, I believe, were the first or one of the first. I'm going to make some more in-depth videos on it, but I just want to give you a quick look at my first impressions of using it. We will be wearing appropriate PPE for this. So these are the sorts of scenarios where I feel like these things could come in handy. This has got a bit of girth to it. Like I said, straight in, let's go. Might go that little one first, get it out of the way. They do encourage you to hold it like that for obvious safety reasons, but you know, it does feel natural one-handed, but we'll do as intended. Like butter. Let's go something a little thicker. Okay, that was extremely effective. We will try a couple of different plants to see how it gets through it. So this is a $299 kit. So the skin, the battery, charger, as well as a, it's kind of got a case, a wraparound case, and some bar oil. I don't think I'll be able to cut that at the same time and hold this, so I'm going to be super safe, move my head over here, so if we do get any bouncing, we'll be fine. So let's make a few cuts of this, see how it goes through. Super easy, that goes through like butter. Have a look at those. We're gonna have to find something a bit harder, I think. Maybe this is a bit soft. Yeah, don't need to really put any pressure on it at all. The tool does all the work. Again, this may be a little bit soft. But yeah, for that application, that's fine. This is the other sort of thing you can do, prune around a tree. Tasty. I think this is a bit soft. Let's go test it on something a little bit more challenging, maybe. Come on, Max. Where'd they go? Come on. We found a large gum tree branch that has dropped on our, what's it called?
Root zone septic.
The septic system. So it needs to be cleared. Interestingly enough, I want to do a video on this, but these are a reed system that cleans it's our septic system. So we'll start with some little ones. Oh.
That was quite old, that wood.
So it doesn't like this stuff as much, but still gets through it with ease. I wonder if the battery will last for, all of these. All right, once we get this off, there's a decent branch to be cutting. So we'll just make some small cuts and we'll try and bring it out in one piece. That's where this thing can shine. You've got pretty good access with it. Got a girthy one here. Now the weight of that isn't helping. There we go. That is pretty solid. I wonder if I can pull it out from the other side yet. Oh, this is real girthy here. Oh, glad I wasn't around when this fell down. Okay. Oh, cut out. It's just binding on it. There we go. Man, that is a massive branch. Now we can have some fun with this. We'll probably use this as firewood. This will test it out. Really not made for this sort of stuff. Yeah, but I think we know it's going to prune through small branches and all that sort of stuff quite easily. Let's go. That's not bad. That's about 100 mil. 100 mil of girth right there. Again, not intended in my eyes for this sort of stuff. Going to be a lot easier with just a normal chainsaw. But in a pinch, no. Now, I don't know how many of them you're going to get through. We're down to 2 bar now. It had 4 bar before I started trimming through these. Watch out, Kevin. Got some firewood. Out of the way. We're really testing it now. Was that it? No. So I think it needs some more oil. But it does seem like it's at the limit of the chain for making it as loose as you can anyway. Sounds much better. So I would say keep your oil by the ready for you. So I'm going to run the battery out on these larger diameter ones. It's almost out now anyway. And then I'm going to charge it up again and go through some of the smaller stuff and see how many cuts we get out of it. Sounds like we're just about at the end. Trying to get that final cut. We got it. Maybe we'll get through this too. We're still going. Obviously that's where it's going to shine, that smaller stuff. I don't like doing it on stuff like this because you get too much bounce off the chain. Like, it'll work. Yeah, so for little things like this, like if we're cutting up branches like this, it'll come in handy. Obviously bigger stuff, you're not going to be, like, if you're cutting this sort of stuff, you're using the wrong tool, but obviously I wanted to give it a go. It feels good to use. The safety's easy, got left and right-handed options. Feels good in the hand, feels like quality. It is a $299 kit, so you would expect it to feel like quality, and it does. So we're still cutting on that last bar. A couple of lines of oil there and there. And it does run much smoother when it has got that. That will annoy some people because it hasn't got an auto oil feed or a reservoir on it. At least it means it won't leak. I'm yet to have a chainsaw where the bar oil doesn't leak. Oh, is that it? I think we're done. Nope. All right, that's the battery done. I'm gonna go charge it up again, and then I'm gonna chew up a bunch of smaller stuff. Definitely, like any battery tool, rips into the runtime when it's under full load for extended periods of time, doing that sort of stuff. But the little cuts seem to get quite a few.